Back to Filthy Casuals YouTube channel. I am back. My voice is sort of back, so we're making a video, hopefully with less coughing than the last one. I want to start off by mentioning, please subscribe to the channel. Please like the video. It makes more people, it lets people see it more, and it will help grow the community, and I want to hear more people's opinions. I've been doing this for about a year now, and I am still uploading, so reward consistency. Let's go. Nuggets advanced to the finals. I believe I had, prior to the not the conference finals, but to the playoffs, I mentioned that I believe the Nuggets would make the conference finals. I felt that they were the best team in their bracket, and it was not close. But I initially did think that the Warriors would beat the Lakers, and I felt that stylistically the Warriors were a bad matchup for the Nuggets, even though I felt that the Nuggets had up and down the better team. Well, the Warriors didn't even make the conference finals, and the Lakers did. And I think that stylistic matchup that might have been in favor of the Warriors actually went in favor of the Nuggets in this case. And the Lakers didn't really get much going. Anthony Davis on Jokic matchup, while AD definitely did a good job, I mean, Jokic kind of did whatever he wanted for a lot of, well, not whatever he wanted. That's a bit of an overstatement, but he got to be impactful in many, many different ways. He had good rebounding games. He had good passing games. He's averaging like a 30-point triple-double for the playoffs. And for the series, I mean, just look at last night. Even when he's taking these off-balance fall-away shots that nobody else but, you know, maybe Curry makes, I mean, Jokic is hitting those shots. And, I mean, part of that is his size and his bulk. It's hard for you to push him off this point in a real meaningful way. And he's got this little, like, that off-balance shot is something that's literally in his bag. Like, he works on that shot. So it is something that when you see going, you just go, oh, damn. And, you know, you got to give him props for being as consistent with it as he is. And when you need a bucket down, and when, I mean, the Nuggets needed a bucket down the stretch, I mean, he consistently got it. And I think there was one play right at the end of the game where this is the second to last possession. It's a tie game. He gets the ball. He puts his shoulder down. He gets to the cup, and he blows past like two people, and nobody was big enough to stop it. Nobody could put their chest into him and really make him earn it. I mean, he was surrounded by size, and it didn't matter. And that's part of his heft. That's part of his size. And that is something that Anthony Davis struggled with the entire series. Now, I don't want to put it all on Anthony Davis, even though he did have a rough scoring game last night. He played phenomenal defense. But I do feel like I would be remiss if I did not mention the fact that LeBron James had an amazing, amazing series. I mean, it's LeBron, right? Like, it's LeBron. He had 31 and a half. Ended with 40, so he didn't have a great second half. But, I mean, he was one assist shy of a triple-double, and I feel like he played his freaking heart out. And it sincerely felt like the Nuggets were the better team. Now, I do want to mention a couple of things. In my last video, when I was talking about Jokic, one of my commenters said that if I thought Jokic was a bad defender, I didn't watch basketball. Not saying Jokic is a bad defender, point blank period. I've not said that. My stance has been slightly more nuanced than that. Nikola Jokic is a center. As a center, to be a highly impactful defender, you need to provide rim protection, you need to provide paint protection, and you need to hopefully be able to provide some level of perimeter, like either not necessarily being able to switch on the perimeter and guard 1 through 5. That's like a very specific skill that not every center needs to have. Yes, it's nice if you can do it, but, you know, historically, most bigs have not been able to do that, right? It's Draymond. That's it. That's really it. I mean, Hakeem wasn't being asked to do that. You know, most bigs have not been asked to do that. Anthony Davis has been able to do it for spurts. Bam's been able to do it for spurts, but it's not really a skill that is expected. So, but what does that leave us with? That leaves us with paint protection and rim protection. Jokic is a good, not great, a good paint protector. but he's not a great rim protector. And actually, he's one of the worst in the league, as I said in a previous video. If you look at like the advanced stats, he's like similar to people like Kelly Olynyk, who, you know, again, is a valuable player for his scoring, but he's not really a great defender. Yes, he can give you effort possessions. Yes, he can get you rebounds, but he's not somebody who's going to be blocking shots and providing a lot of rim protection. And Jokic is a similar mold of that. That is not me calling him a shitty defender. My point is that against fast guards, like, you know, the Warriors had, or like certain other teams have, he can struggle. You know, like we saw like Anthony Edwards like completely do whatever he wanted in the series. Now, part of the reason that matters less with this roster as opposed to years past is that they are deeper and they have good defenders, right? Like they have, and this is why if you go back long time ago, I have a video where I'm talking about the Nuggets acquiring Aaron Gordon, and I have a video where I'm talking about them acquiring Bruce Brown and KCP. Not only those things in the video, but it's in there. Just trust me on this. But all these players are good perimeter defenders and they're good help defenders. Bruce Brown is a great help defender. They're all smart players. KCP historically good perimeter defender, can help. Jamal Murray, underrated help defender. He's been one of the better guards defensively in the playoffs. He's been fantastic. And Aaron Gordon, of course, you know, he's had multiple series where he's been a fantastic defensive player. I mean, look at how he played Kevin Durant. Like, these are all guys who can help with that protection of not only the rim, but of the paint and of the perimeter, things that Jokic as a big is weak at. That is things that they are good at. Now, did I think that the Warriors would be able to deal with it? Yes. Did I think that the Lakers would be able to deal with it? Well, if you go back, I wasn't really sure. I was confused. I was like, well, my heart is telling me that I think the Lakers, because like LeBron, and just like, how do you bet against LeBron? But the Nuggets are the better team, and they've consistently been the better team. And I don't think that means that that's all on Jokic, because it's not. Like, he has a roster. He is probably the most talented roster in the playoffs. Like, maybe the Celtics were more talented, but I think the Celtics team has run its course at this point. The Heat are about to take them out, and at that point, there needs to be changes made to that roster. If you are coming back off of a season where you lose in the finals and you look as lackadaisical as you do, I mean, and part of it's coaching. They need a new coach, but they need to make changes. And they need to make some kind of change there. So in that mind, tells me that the Nuggets have the most talented roster, right? Like, just from top to bottom, at least in my opinion. Now, I do think that the Heat specifically could give them problems. I still think the Nuggets are going to win the finals. I do think that the Heat could give them problems. Jimmy Butler could prove problematic for Aaron Gordon, and I think that's going to be a key matchup. If Jimmy Butler out-mind games Aaron Gordon, the Nuggets could be in for a world of hurt. I think they really could, because he's just going to start drawing fouls, as Jimmy Butler does, and that could lead to some problems where they're going to have to playing some people more often than they would like, especially considering their forward depth is probably their weakest defensively, depth-wise, not the position-wise, just depth-wise. I do want to mention that I've picked against the Heat literally every single series that they've played. So I don't know. I don't know who's going to win the finals. If I did, I would be rich as fuck, but I'm not, and I don't. So at the end of the day, I think what's important in this upcoming matchup is just to root for who you want to root for. I personally would really like to see Jimmy Butler win an NBA title, especially after this amazing run that he's had. They're an 8th seed. It's kind of insane. I'd love to see it happen. Barring that, I mean, Jokic as a top player in the league, getting a championship will, on some level, cement him as an all-time great. I mean, he's already got 2 MVPs, so he's definitely getting up there. I think, we'll need to see more of his career to like accurately place him, but he's entering into those conversations, and it could be the Nuggets year. It really could be the Nuggets year, and this is probably the best team that they've ever had, like just as a franchise. And on some level, you got to root for that and root for a team to get one. So no matter what happens in this finals, I think it's going to be fun. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, please. I've been trying to grow this channel, so I think I said this at the start of the video, but do all that stuff. And comment what you think about this upcoming offseason for your team. At this point, pretty much every team's been eliminated unless you're Nuggets or Heat or Celtics. But, at this point in the season, everybody's teams are gone. So what went wrong with your team, and what do you want to see them do about it? I mean, for me, I'm going to make a whole ass video about, for the Warriors. I'm going to make a video for the Mavericks, and I'm going to make a video for the Knicks. I'm going to make a video for probably the Nets. I'm probably, the offseason list is getting bigger and bigger. And, I'm going to have nothing but time to figure out what I want to say, because the season is almost over. Wow. Almost over. All right. Leave a like, subscribe, all that. Peace.